and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we are going to be doing a how to start a YouTube channel in 2021 video. I used to look up videos like this religiously before I started my YouTube channel and I find them so informative. So I've put together all of the information that I have learnt over the years, that I have found out myself and just in general, and I've popped it into this video all together for you to watch to make sure that you can absolutely kickstart your channel the best way possible this year. So I've got some notes on my phone because I do not want to forget anything, and we are just going to jump straight into it, and I'm going to tell you all of the little tips and tricks and all of the secrets and all of your questions and queries, and we are going to get you started on that YouTube channel, honey. Now, the hardest part of starting a YouTube channel can be figuring out what content you're going to post, and the best advice I can give you is to post stuff that you like watching and that you will like creating, because it'll filter through in your video if you are liking the content that you are making, rather than if you're picking something that is totally out of your interest. Like if I was to do like I'm gonna ride my BMX, I would literally be the most boring person you have watched on this planet. But because this video is something that I'm super passionate about, it is probably coming through to you guys about that. So make sure that the content that you're posting is something that you enjoy, and that way you are more likely to stick with your channel and it will have an easier growth. So before I started, I actually did a massive brainstorm, probably like 4 A3 pages, and I just wrote down video ideas, what I wanted to do, and tried to niche down. Now, you don't have to fully niche down, but it is important to have some sort of category. You don't want to be in gaming and in lifestyle and in health and in medicine. Like, people are going to come to your channel for a specific thing. They don't want to come to your channel and be like, whoa, where am I? So make sure that you have a particular category that you're interested in, and then make sure that your content is searchable. That is a main part when you're making your videos. You do not want to put like, I went to the beach. You want to be like, Florida, Miami beach trip. That is something that people will search for, or like how-to videos, stuff like that. Make sure that you are tagging specific words. The other thing alongside that, which can help really boost your channel when you're starting, is to make trending content. For example, around Christmas time, what I got for Christmas videos are really popular. There was a TikTok trend where people were trying to become TikTok famous within a week. Content like that, that is trending and that is really popular, will help you boost your channel and boost you in the algorithm, and stuff that people will search for and that you will more likely get hits for your videos. So the second tip I have for you is that consistency is key. So you may want to make a content calendar and decide how many times a week you're going to post and on what days of the week. That way the people that are subscribing to your channel know when to come back to your channel and what to expect from your channel, what times, etc. So they can put it in their day, and even if they don't schedule it, subconsciously in the back of their head they're like, oh, my favorite YouTuber has posted at this time, and they'll be more likely to reach for your content because they know you are consistent with your posting. Personally, for me, I sit down at least once a month and I try and plan some videos a month in advance, or I will write down a list of video ideas that I'd like to create and I try and pencil them into specific places. I personally post 2 times a week, so it means that I have to have a lot of content ideas, but if you're just starting out, 1 time a week is perfectly fine. But if you want to post every day, go for it, but consistency is key. So if you want to work your way up, that is probably the best way to do it. I used to do 1 day a week. When I started, I had absolutely no schedule, and now I post every week on a Tuesday and a Saturday, and people know where to find me and when to find me, and I've found that it has made the growth of my channel so much better. The next thing that is super important is to make meaningful connections with people. Not only with your subscribers by producing content that they like and replying to their comments and making sure that you're interacting with them, but also interacting with other people within your like category or niche. So like talking to other YouTubers, and by this I do not mean commenting on their posts or their YouTube videos, putting in the comments, hi, I'm a new YouTuber, watch my videos, or hi, would you like to support one another? It is considered spam and it will not really get you that far, and it also just like doesn't give a good impression of your channel. If you pop onto someone's video and you say, oh, I really love this idea, I'd love to film it for my channel, they may be like, oh yes, I'd love to check that out. But if you comment and you say, oh hi, I'm got a YouTube channel, you should check it out, they're gonna be like, okay doll, I have a YouTube channel too, and what? So making sure that you make proper connections with people and actually show interest in their content that you enjoy. As a YouTuber, you will find that you value likes and comments more when you're creating your own content, because it really does just mean a lot to the person who is creating it. Like, when I get a thumbs up, it is literally like so exciting, and I absolutely love it, and it shows that people like my content. And even more when I get comments, because I love interacting with you guys as well. And you will find that the more that you make videos and you feel the love from that interaction, the more you will want to put out that love to other YouTubers, and the better connections you'll grow. You can make collabs, you can have friends, YouTube friends, which like sounds unreal, but it is a thing. And just making sure that you have proper connections and not being like, don't be a spam person, don't be a bot, like just make real meaningful connections with people, and it will get you so far. This is in life too, not just in YouTube. So yeah, reply to your comments. Make sure that you are liking the ones that you enjoy. If there is a particular comment where someone's being really nasty, you're welcome to delete it. It's your channel, you can do what you'd like. But just know that by them commenting and disliking, it is still boosting your video in the algorithm. They are interacting with your content. They have given you an extra view. They have taken the time out of their day to write a comment on your video. You don't have to reply to them, but if you keep it there, it's going to boost you up, because YouTube's like, oh, people are interacting with this, so they must really enjoy it. But that way, by commenting back on other people's comments and responding and creating conversation, which is why it's really important to ask people to comment down below. So go on, comment down below, we'll have a chat in the comments. Stuff like that is going to really, really help your channel. The next point can be hard to come to terms with when you're making your channel, because obviously you want people to like your content and you want to see views coming in for your videos, but not every one of your videos will do well, and that is unfortunate, and it's just the way it happens. And you learn from it, and you learn how to make your videos better and more attainable and more searchable, more clickable, and everything like that. So I had a video, I put it up and it wasn't doing well, and I was like a little bit disheartened by it because I absolutely loved the content. But then sometimes videos like that will just out of nowhere peak. That video now has over 1,000 views and it is my most viewed video, and I absolutely love it. And sometimes just when you post it, it doesn't take off, and then all of a sudden the views will just shoot up, you'll gain subscribers, you'll gain comments, you'll gain likes, and it will have traction. But sometimes you just have to wait and let it take time, which sounds so frustrating, I know, because you're like, I just want to see results immediately. But it's like braces. You don't get straight teeth from 2 weeks. You get straight teeth from years of hard work, and that is the same with YouTube. You have to put in the hard guns if you want to have the return from it and have the absolute satisfaction of everything that comes along with making videos. In terms of equipment, you do not need anything fancy, I promise you. I started my YouTube channel out with just my iPhone. It was an iPhone 6 at the time, like the worst quality when I started. It was absolutely like grainy and everything, but I still got some views, I still got some subscribers from it. And you just don't need a Canon G7X, you don't need the latest iPhone, you don't need a GoPro. You can film on what you have, and I've seen lots of YouTubers absolutely blow up their channels by just filming on their phones. For example, Sid and Al, you would never guess that the first 10 months of their channel they were just using their phones to film, but they were. Little insider, there you go, little cheeky tip. You do not need to buy an $800 camera or like spend thousands on equipment. You can still grow your channel with just your phone and some natural lighting. Alongside this, you do not need to purchase like any sort of fancy editing software. Like, you just don't need it. Use what you have, whether that's iMovie on your Mac or your phone or your iPad. Use like the one that comes with Windows, I've forgotten what it's called. Like any of those things, any of the free softwares, those editing softwares are really good. I believe YouTube also has its own editing software. I've never personally used it, but I'm pretty certain that you can put clips in and edit it. but just use what you've got because it is fine. And if you decide later on that you want to buy a Final Cut Pro or that you want to upgrade to this certain part of this certain specific editing software, do it. Make sure that you are happy and 100% content that you want to make that though. But you do not need the best editing software to make the best content. You could have the most expensive camera in the world, the most expensive editing software in the world, 1 million lights to light up your setup, but you could have the worst content. So you need to make sure that you are focusing on the content more than the quality of the content. Obviously quality is important, you want to have a clear view and you want to be able to see the person, but it is more important that you are loving what you're doing than that you have this fancy software. And often you can actually download like plugins, or you can download specific things that make editing software better. For example, a girl I go to university with, Keely Brimmer, her channel is absolutely incredible. I will pop her link in the description below. Basically, she has like some of the best editing. She has good music, she has like fun effects, she puts interesting sound effects over it, and it is just so like fascinating to watch, and it's really like engaging. It makes you want to keep watching her channel and clicking on her other videos. And I'm pretty certain she only uses iMovie, and that is unreal. So stuff like that is just incredible, and you can do so much with so little. However, one thing that is important is to make sure that your thumbnails are interesting and that people will want to click on them. So personally, I make my thumbnails on either Canva or PicMonkey. They are both absolutely great applications and websites, whichever way you like to use them. They are unreal. Canva is my 100% go-to. You can get like graphics on there for free. You can get fonts. You can pay to use all of their other like, what are they called? All of their other features, that's the one. But you don't need to, because they have so much available at hand that you can just use immediately, and it is literally the greatest thing ever. Canva is my lifesaver. I actually learned about it at uni, and God bless Deacon for telling me about that, because it has made my thumbnails go all the way up. Like if you go through my channel and you look at my first thumbnails, I didn't even make thumbnails. I just use like the pictures that YouTube provides you. Whereas now I spend the time, I make my thumbnails, and I find that it makes my videos so much more clickable. So things like Canva and stuff like that, use them, they're amazing, and they just make your life that much better when it comes to creating content. They're also really good for like Instagram and Instagram stories and stuff like that. So hit up Canva, absolute fave. You can also use these apps to make your channel headers or your channel art, which is super important. You want to have some sort of branding on your YouTube channel so that people click on it and they go, oh, I kind of know what to expect from what is up in her like banner and in her little profile picture. So my profile picture is just of my face, and then my banner was actually made by this gorgeous girl on Instagram. Her name is Video Editor M. I'll pop her socials here. She also made my intro and my outro, so big shout out to you. You are the absolute best, and I'm obsessed with your work, and I've never been happier with the way my channel looks. So thank you very much, Em. I'm so grateful. But stuff like that, you don't have to pay someone to do it, but if you're going to pay someone to do it, pay Em to do it, because she's really good. But you can make your own headers and stuff like that on Canva, on PicMonkey, whichever your choice is. But putting just like your branding, your name, maybe the days that you posted as well, so people know when to come back to your channel, is a good way to make them stay around and to make people think, wow, they're really professional, look at their channel, they've got all of this stuff, it looks absolutely unreal. So a lot of people probably don't think about this, but when you are uploading your video to YouTube, it is really important that you put tags on it. If you go into the advanced settings, it has a section for tags, and just putting like keywords and phrases from your YouTube video title that associates with your thumbnail and all of that, making sure that they're in there is going to make your videos come up more commonly in the search, and perhaps in like recommended videos and stuff like that. I just know that tagging makes a lot of difference. So if you have any questions about any of this, by the way, please comment down below and I will help you as much as I can. But tagging is important. I know that I put Mads in all of my tags so that if hypothetically I blew up out of nowhere and you search Mads, I would hopefully come up with all of my videos underneath, just to make sure that there is some sort of consistency. So for example, during Christmas, my tags, my common tags were Christmas, Christmas 2020, Vlogmas and Vlogmas 2020, because they are all things that people were searching for throughout the month of December, and something that made my videos more reachable to a broader audience. So now you have all of the things you need to make up your YouTube channel, but you're worried about the criticism that you might get. Believe me, I was too. I started a YouTube channel when I was younger and I was not prepared for the criticism that I got, and I was petrified. I ended up deleting it. But the one thing I will say is that it really brings out who your true friends are. My friends absolutely support my channel. Don't get me wrong, they don't necessarily love being in front of the camera, but they support what I do and they watch my content, they like it, and they interact with it. And it just like, it means a lot to me. And if you're really not sure about who you want to tell, you can keep it quiet for a little bit. I kept it quiet for a very long time until I told anyone, and now my family knows, my friends know, and then I announced it on social media, and now literally everyone knows. And it's just nice because the people that really care about you will support what you're doing and will encourage you to keep going. So please do not let the criticism get to you. I know that it can be really scary, and I know it is something that you have to grow with, and you learn to grow with it and ignore it the older you get, which I know sounds like really pathetic advice, but it's just someone behind a screen, I promise. And if you're doing something that makes you happy, then middle finger to the world, darling. They can absolutely get out, and we can thrive, and we can make our videos, and we can have fun, and we can make our communities and have our YouTube friends, people that can relate, and we can just thrive in 2021 on our YouTube channels, or any other year, whichever year you're watching this in. And please, if you want to make a YouTube channel, go for it. You've got everything you need right in front of you, whether you're watching this on your laptop, your phone, or your iPad. All of them. Literally pop your camera on, film a video, edit it, pop it up, and bang. Darling, you have made a YouTube video, and welcome to the community. I feel like I've been speaking forever, but to quickly sum it up: content, genuine connection, reply to your comments. Not every video will do well, but just bear with it. It takes time and you will get there, I promise you. You do not need fancy equipment, and do not let the haters fuss you. They hate behind a screen, and they're just, to be honest, you just gotta brush them off, and you gotta say, nah, honey, I know my worth, you can get out of here. Like, what are you doing spending time out of your day posting on my video? And then you thank them. You say, thank you for posting on my video, thank you for watching my content, and for putting a thumbs down, because guess what? You're boosting me in the algorithm, honey. So their time out of their day that they are trying to bring you down is actually lifting you up, because they are interacting with your content, and they don't know what that's doing for you. They are literally helping your career. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash a huge thumbs up, comment down below, and tell me any other tips and tricks that you have, anything that you'd like me to elaborate on. I'm happy to go into some more detail in the comments if you would like me to, if this video helped you at all. And subscribe to make sure that you never miss any of my content, and we can all grow together, a little family. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!